Hello everyone, welcome to Financial Inclusion Week 2023. This is Asif Jafri, founder and CEO of Kistpay, a specialized platform for smartphone financing at scale. If you are using internet in your daily life, you should know that you're a privileged person, but that's not true for every human being. As we speak, there are about 2.6 billion people around the world who are not online and who are not using internet despite living in an area that is being covered by mobile broadband. This is a massive problem, but at Kistpay, we see this as a huge opportunity. We see that these people today who are not connected, if we can connect them tomorrow, they will start to contribute to the human problems that remains unsolved today. It is generally said that once a person opens a bank account is financially included, but that's very limited view. We believe that the true financial inclusion starts when the person has the ability to get monetary credit from financial institutions in the time of needs. And this is what we are trying to do at Kistpay. Once we do the smartphone financing to a person, we facilitate to open the bank account for the repayments, and in process, we build the credit score for the person, which later on we share with the microfinance institutions and banks, so that these people who were not visible in the banking system earlier are now visible and seen as credit-worthy people. We fundamentally believe that digital technology plays a pivotal role in democratizing financial services and extending them to previously underserved population. Here's how. First of all, accessibility. Smartphones and internet. With the proliferation of smartphones and increasing internet penetration, even remote areas can access financial services. Mobile technology serves as powerful tool for financial transactions from payment to banking. Second aspect is the reduced cost and fees. Digital transactions are often more cost effective compared to traditional method. This reduces the barriers for entry and encourages wider adoption, especially for those in lower income bracket. Third is big data and AI. Digital platforms leverage big data and artificial intelligence for credit scoring. This enables financial institutions to assess credit worthiness based on non-traditional data point, making credit accessible to those without a formal credit history. We need to understand that people living at the bottom of the pyramid, they generally do not have any documented income, and in the absence of any documented income such as bank statement or salary slip, or in the absence of any collateral, no financial institution is willing to do any kind of lending. Therefore, digitization in the first place is essential for the financial inclusion as we scale up. At Kistpay, we are specially focused on bringing the next billion users online. This is very important to remove or to eradicate poverty at scale. These people living at the bottom of the pyramid, if they are not digitally connected, that means they are still living in a stone age. They are using same methodologies their forefathers have been using in doing anything and everything that they've been doing. Therefore, introducing digital tools such as smartphone for them is a life-changing, is a new portal to a life for them. Because imagine somebody who just speak to people living in their vicinity compared to somebody can speak on WhatsApp or any digital tool sitting across thousands of miles in different parts of the world. I'm just saying this as just an example. And there's so many ways that these billion people who are not connecting right now, we believe that once we connect them, they will find their own avenues to describe the way of life that they want. Now we know the number, which is massive, that is 2.6 billion people who are not connected online. We need to understand what are the key barriers that these people have not been able to join the online community so far. Despite the cost of a smartphone have significantly reduced in recent times, however, it still remains out of reach for majority of the population living at the bottom of the pyramid. It is said that 56% of their monthly income constitute about the new smartphone, which is about $100. So we need to understand that these people living at the bottom of the pyramid, that they have other priorities such as health, education, food. In these circumstances, these people are unable to buy smartphone, new or used. And obviously, given the circumstances that we are living in these days, in this time, the inflation and everything is going up so drastically that getting a smartphone remains a low priority for these people. We need to understand that these people living at the bottom of the pyramid, they do not have anything to prove to the financial institutions to gain any kind of digital credit. They don't have the bank, they don't have the salary slip, they don't have the collateral, especially for something as small as smartphone. No financial institution is willing to do any kind of lending to them. So therefore, they remain for two reasons out of the net. One, that they don't feel need that this is important for them. Secondly, financial institutions are not willing to do any kind of lending to them. Another element is that lack of financial literacy. These people do not understand the fundamentals of finance, which means that they need to build their history with financial institutions so that in future they can use that history to gain access to any financial services, especially credit. So education of financial services, financial literacy is also very important. At the same time, these people lack digital literacy skill set. I mean, we think that it's very easy to build, to get the smartphone and start using it. However, if you ask a common man who has never used a smartphone before in his life, the person would not know how to create a Gmail account, how to set up and download WhatsApp, how to create an account on YouTube and Facebook. All these things require a digital skill set, which we believe would need to be done in parallel when we are enabling these people with financial and digital services. At Kistpay, we saw the huge opportunity of converting the retail stores into a microfinance institutions and a training hub for these people. These people are very comfortable in reaching out to these outlets, these mobile phone retailers, where they normally go for the recharge or the bill payment and etc. services. These people become their friends over a period of time, and they never hesitate to ask these people if there's something wrong in their smartphone and if there's something they need to know. These retailers also play a very important role in these people's life, not only suggesting them what device to use and to buy and how to buy it, but also they do the hand holding of these people when the people start using smartphone. We think that it is very easy when somebody start using phone for the first time, from a feature phone to smartphone. However, it is a very overwhelming experience. First of all, this is a very expensive device. Second, they are not sure if they touch on any part of the screen, which could lead to any action, which could also we know that it will not destroy a smartphone, but these people think that putting something or doing something which is they're not sure, it may damage the smartphone, it may hamper the usage of the smartphone. As we're discussing about the solution, we should focus more on the partnership between fintech companies, governments and financial institutions that can drive inclusive finance initiatives. First of all, let's talk about the government. Establishing partnership with government can facilitate the creation of regulatory environment that supports and encourages inclusive financial services. This can include streamlining licensing processing and ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements. Second most important thing is the data sharing and integration. As we discussed earlier, that these people living at the bottom of the pyramid do not have their own data which can be validated by the financial institutions. And we know that these people are using one service or the other, such as telecom services or utility bills and other government services these people are using. Therefore, data sharing and integration has an opportunity which can solve these problems at scale. Collaborations can enable seamless sharing of data between financial institutions and fintech companies. This integration can enhance credit scoring, risk assessment, and financial inclusion for underserved population. Third, and the most important thing, is an infrastructure development. Partnerships can work to improve digital infrastructure, such as expanding internet access, ensuring reliable connectivity. This is crucial for enabling access to digital financial services in remote or underserved areas. Fourth element that we should discuss about is digital literacy and education. Joint initiatives can be undertaken to provide digital literacy training and financial education programs. This empowers users with the knowledge and skill needed to effectively utilize digital financial services. Another very important element is KYC and identity verification. Collaboration effort can lead to development of secure and efficient know your customer process, ensuring compliance while making onboarding more accessible. Last but not least, incentivizing innovation. Government can offer incentives such as grants, tax breaks, or regulatory sandbox to encourage fintech companies to develop inclusive financial inclusion. These innovation sandboxes can play very important role in any developing market, because solutions of the young population needs to come from this set of segment, not from people who have been in the financial institution and have been following the old ways of doing things. Therefore, sandboxes can play and invite young people to drive innovative solutions, and that can change the way we see the financial and digital inclusion today. In the end, I would like to conclude that digital inclusion is crucial for the financial inclusion, and that is only possible if we all collaborate and work as one unit. By doing so, we will help accelerate United Nations Sustainable Development Goal by 2030. Let's work together to make our world more connected and inclusive, leaving no one behind. Thank you.